Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about Darwin's Theory of Natural Selection by Shahani and Swetha. Alright guys, so Charles Darwin was born on February 12, 1809 in the town of Shrewsbury, England. Darwin was the second youngest of 6 children. He came from a family of wealth. His father, Dr. R.W. Darwin, was a medical doctor, and his grandfather, Dr. Ernest Darwin, was a botanist. His mother died when he was 8. Let's go into his teen years. At the age of 16, Darwin enrolled into Edinburgh University with his brother Erasmus. Darwin then went to Christ College 2 years later. Darwin's father, however, hoped that he would follow him to become a medical doctor, but the sight of blood made Darwin queasy, so he decided he would take on the study of natural history. Let's go on to his voyage on the HMS Beagle. Darwin launched his voyage around the world in December of 1831. He went to visit the Galapagos Islands, South America, Africa, and Australia. During his voyage, he collected birds, plants, and fossils. His exposure all over the globe had raised many important questions. The theory of evolution came up, where naturalists believe that all species either came into being at the start of the world or were created over the course of natural history. In 1859, he published a detailed explanation of his theory on the origin of species by means of natural selection. In this book, he said the following: each species produced more offspring than can survive. These offspring compete with one another for the limited resources available to them. Organisms in every population vary, and the offspring with the most favorable traits or variation are the most likely to survive, and therefore produce more offspring. You've probably heard of the term Darwinism. The Darwinian theory states that species originate by descent from parent forms through the natural selection of those individuals best adapted for the reproductive survival of their kind. Natural selection is the evolutionary process by which favorable traits, or phenotypes, become more common in successive generations. Let's go more in depth on natural selection. In any population, there is a variation and an unequal ability of individuals being able to survive and reproduce. Only the best fit individuals survive and get to pass their traits off to their offspring. Evolution occurs as advantageous traits start to accumulate in a population. Individual organisms do not change in response to pressure from the environment. Rather, the frequency of an allele within the population change. For example, on the first island that Darwin studied, there must have been short-necked tortoises. Unable to reach the higher vegetation, these tortoises eventually died off. Only those tortoises with longer necks survived. As a result, evolution has come to be thought of as the survival of the fittest. Therefore, only those organisms most fit to survive will survive and reproduce. Thanks for watching, guys.